So as far as chapter 2 goes, a couple things I want to point out. As you can see, it's the same deal. We have, your title row, your subtitle. The only difference in this chapter versus the last chapter would be that now we're adding a border around it. On row 3, which you see right here, a new difference would be when we type the word hours worked, it is actually in the same cell. And so that's something different we do in chapter 2. The other thing you're going to see are these highlighted spots, and as it says right here is conditional formatting. That simply means when a condition is met, something's going to happen. In this case of Excel, when this particular cell for Sue Green is greater than X amount, it's going to highlight a certain color, and then whether that condition is not met or it is met, that will happen. And as you can see, the rest of it, these are just the formulas that would be put in. And again, when you're doing Excel, if you know the corresponding ones, whether they go vertical or horizontal, are going to be the same formula, you just type it one time and you drag the fill handle. And then the new added area onto this chapter is going to be, we have the highest, lowest, and average. In this case, using our math facts, highest, another word for it would be max, lowest, another word would be min, and average, well, it stays the same. It's just a word average. And then another point as far as formulas is concerned with this would just be the idea of, we have multiple things going on. In this case, a federal tax is some simple math, but it's multiple different maths going on at once. So in this case, simple things like parentheses, so that we understand the PEMDAS rules of, parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction, order of operations is followed. So for this particular one, to get the number that would show up for the federal tax for Mr. Michael Carl, you had to put in equals 0.22, which would represent a percent, in this case 22%, times the math of E4 minus B4 times 24.32. So all that's doing in that particular cell is it has multiple math going on, okay? And that's the same to be said about the rest of this. So I just want to do a quick little intro to what chapter 2 is going to look like. Again, the corresponding video will go over the walkthrough of how to get this done.